I wasn't planning to make this tutorial, but after seeing this animation everywhere, I had to figure out how it actually works. Turns out it's much easier than it looks. In this video, I'll show you how to recreate two of the most eye-catching unedited style animation in After Effects, the smooth currency roll and the cinematic spotlight effect. No complicated plugins, no wasted time, just the exact workflow you can start using in your own edits right away. Let's jump straight into After Effects and get started. And yeah, we are back in After Effects. So I have already made two different compositions for each of the animation. Let's see the composition setting first. Hit Ctrl K on my keyboard to see the composition setting, and for the composition setting is like Full HD 1920 by 1080 for the size. And with the frame rate, the most important thing is the frame rate for this types of animation. I have set the frame rate to approximately 16 frames per second, and after that you can add the posterize time effect to decrease the frame rate up to 12 frames per second to make this animation more dynamic and little like an edit style or walk style. Okay, and after that the duration I have set it to 10 seconds, and for the background color it's set as default like black, and just hit OK and hit OK. Now the first layer is obviously a background layer I have downloaded from Pinterest. So the first layer is our background layer. Let's add our currency note. So get back to the project panel, and in the assets let's drag and drop this 3D model of this currency dollar note. I have downloaded it from Sketchfab, and let's hit the scale a little bit, something like this, or let's set it to 270. And after that just select the pan behind tool and just set the anchor point to the right corner of this currency note, so you can rotate it from that anchor point afterwards. Okay, now what you have to do is just hit P to open the position property and just set it to something around at this point. Let's set the horizontal position of the note something like this, and after that let's set it to something like this. Let's set it in the center of the composition, something like this. And after that, when we will rotate it from this point, it will rotate it something like this. Okay, let's play with the horizontal position of this note. You can see the X position, just play with it, and when you will get this type of result, something like this. And after that it's time to animate the position first, and after that we will animate the rotation property. Move the playhead to something around 1 second forward and make a keyframe on position, and just set the Y position of this currency note something like this, and get back to the beginning of the timeline and just set the Y position out of the composition, something like this, so it will come from down, something like this. Just select your keyframes, hit F9 to apply easy ease. Go to the speed graph editor, make sure you are using the speed graph editor, not the value graph, and just make a perfect speed graph, something like this, so you will get a perfect animation, something like this. Just adjust a graph, something like this. Now it's time to animate the rotation property. So select your layer, hit R to open the rotation property and make a keyframe on this Y rotation. Now hit Shift U on your keyboard to open and see the both properties of the position and rotation at once. Now what you have to do is forward something around 2 seconds, 8th frame forward or 2 seconds forward. Just set the Y rotation to something like this. Let's set it to -165, so it will come something like this. Just select your keyframes, apply easy ease, F9 for the shortcut key. Go to the speed graph editor and make a perfect same graph, something like this. Now your animation will look like this. It's coming too late, so select your rotation keyframes and just drag it a little bit backwards, and now you will get this animation, something like this. Okay, you can adjust the second keyframe of this rotation property, something around 1 second, 14 frame forward, and you will get a perfect animation, something like this. Now you have this perfect animation. Now let's make a duplicate of this. So hit Ctrl D to make a duplicate of this. Now hit U to see the properties. Now you have to just adjust some rotation values and the position values. First we will adjust the Y rotation properties. So go to the last rotation keyframe and just set it to something like this. Let's set it to -140. Now again hit Ctrl D to make a duplicate of this. Hit U to see the properties and just make adjustments in the Y rotation values. Let's set it to -115. Now again, make a duplicate of this, hit U to see the keyframes, adjust it, something like this. Let's set it to -90, hit Ctrl D to again make a duplicate of this. Just set the Y rotation value, something like this. Let's set it to -65. Hit Ctrl D to make a duplicate again, hit U to see the properties, and just make a duplicate of this, and you can adjust to -40. Hit Ctrl D to make a duplicate of this again, and let's set it to something like this. Let's set it to -15, I think. Now we have this perfect currency animation, but now the problem is every currency node is overlapping to each other. So how to fix that? So make sure the playhead is at the second keyframe of your position animation. Now get back to our second layer or second dollar node. Now you have to adjust the Z position of this node to get back to the front like this. And just like this, you have to repeat it for each of the currency node, something like this. Perfect. Now you can adjust it further. The X or Y position, you can play with it just like this, something like this. Now we have this perfect currency rolling animation, something like this. Holding shift, select all the layers, hit U to hide everything, and after that just turn on the motion blur for the perfect realistic motion blur effect on your animation. And after that you can add a null object to increase the scale at once. So right click, go to new, just add a null object. Let's rename it as controller, and after that holding shift, select all the layers except the background and parent it to this controller layer, and make sure your null layer is set to 3D. Select your null, hit S to open the scale property, and just increase the scale a little bit. You can play with the position also, something like this, something like this. And now you get a perfect animation. After that you can delete this null controller layer, and that's how we make this perfect currency rolling animation in After Effects. And now let's see the final playback for this animation. And that's how we make this currency rolling animation in After Effects. You can also just adjust the keyframes for the reverse animation. Just click on this keyframe icon, hit U to see the keyframes, select your keyframes, right click, go to keyframe assistant and click on this time reverse keyframes, and your animation will be reversed in the separate time. Okay, so that's how we make this animation. And after that you can add some textures on this to enhance it. So for the textures, just in the assets, let's drag and drop this texture. I have downloaded from texturelab.com. You can just go to Google and search for texturelab.org, and I have used the organic grain texture. You can download it from the highest quality, and you can also add some noise textures or different, but this works best for this types of animation. So just check out the texturelab.org. So after that, just go to layer, go to new, and just add an adjustment layer on top, and let's call it as texture CC. And after that, just apply an effect called texturize. You can also add the texture using the displacement map effect, but I'm using this texturize method because it works also the best. So now select your texture layer and set its blending mode to overlay. Now it's too much. Go to your texture adjustment layer, and here in the texturize layer, just set your source to organic grain texture and set the source as effects and mask. Set the texture placement as stretch texture to fit, and just decrease the size of the texture contrast something around 0.1. and now just select your texture layer, hit T to open the transparency property, and just decrease it until you are satisfied, something like this. Let's go with 30. I think it's better. Now you will get a perfect animation with the texture on top, which gives as a premium feel to your animation. Okay, it's done. Now let's get to our next animation, the spotlight effect. So I have this animation already in the composition. The composition size is the same as previous. Let's again hit Ctrl K to see the composition setting. The composition settings are exactly the frame rate as 16 frames per second, and the width and height is exactly like full HD, and the duration is something around 11 seconds. for the animation. Now let's make an spotlight effect for each of the stock. First we have this popcorn PNG. Now just go to layer, go to new, and just add a solid layer. Let's call it as spotlight, and for the color let's set it to black for now, not too much black, something like this. Hit OK and hit OK. Now we have this solid layer. Make sure the layer is selected. Get to the ellipse tool and select a perfect ellipse in the center. Holding shift and right and left arrow keys, you can just adjust it in the center. And after that you can play with the expansion, expand the mask properties, expand the mask expansion, and click on this inverted icon to invert it, and just increase the mask feather to soften the edges of this mask. Let's set it to 115, and for the mask expansion let's set it to something around 38 to 40. Now you have to play with the opacity. Make sure the background is barely visible for this effect. Let's set it to 85, I think. Let's play with the expansion values until our main PNG is visible in the center, something like this. Let's decrease the mask feather a little bit, something like this. I think it's looking good. If you want to animate this spotlight effect, so how to do that? Select on this mask, animate the mask expansion. So move the playhead to the frame where our stock comes in the center, something around at this frame for 1 second. Make a keyframe on mask expansion and set it to value as 120. Get back to the beginning and just increase it, something like this. Now you will get a perfect spotlight effect on this, something like this. Select your keyframes, hit F9 to apply easy ease. Go to the speed graph editor and just make a perfect graph, something like this. You can play with the keyframes a little bit forward, something like this. And after that you have this animation, and at this frame click on this little keyframe icon to give it a pause, and at last just copy the first keyframe, hit Ctrl C and hit Ctrl V to paste that, something like this. And this is gone. You can also animate the opacity. So at the beginning of the keyframe, set it as 0, move the playhead to the second keyframe and set it to like before 85. And that's how we make this animation, something like this, but it's not looking good. So select this keyframe, hit delete, and now our animation is looking more dynamic, something like this. So that's how we make this animation. And after that you can add different textures. Again, let's hit copy, hit Ctrl C to copy this texture and hit Ctrl V to paste that on our animation. And after that just select this adjustment layer, just adjust it, something like this. And now you will get a perfect spotlight effect on your animation, something like this. Perfect. It's totally optional. You can animate the mask expansion, or you can just set it as default when the animation will come in the center. Okay, so that's our two animation mostly used in our unedit style or the walk style. And that's it. If this tutorial helped you learn something new, I would really appreciate a like, subscribe for more After Effects tutorial, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Also, let me know in the comment which unedited animation you would like me to break down next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.